And now, broadcasting live from the Darkroom Studio at Craven Community College, it's In the Know.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to In the Know. I'm Craig Ramey, and who am I joined with today?
Rosa Davis.
Good morning, Rosa. It's so great to see you today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Normally, Megan is here with us. She wasn't able to come today, but she'll be back in a couple of weeks. But we're happy to have you here with us, and then she'll be back with her bubbly self as well. But it's so great you were in here a couple of weeks ago talking to us about campus life and joining us for a little bit of fun today on the show. Yeah,
absolutely. Great way to start my Thursday.
That's right. And we've got some help in the booth with us today. Who's in there with us today?
Just me as before, and now we got Nikki.
We got Joseph and Nikki. Good morning. Wait a minute. Where's Holly? Holly's usually in there with you.
I think she's joining you for today.
Oh, wait a second. We've also got Holly DeRozier at the table. Good morning, Holly.
Hi. I don't know how I ended up here.
Well, you walked around the corner, and you came in and you sat right down.
Yeah.
It worked out.
It did.
Yeah. So I'm so glad to have both of you here with me, having a little fun on our Thursday morning, right?
Yep.
Getting ready for an exciting Mumfest weekend right around the corner.
Absolutely.
So you're here. You've got a thing of the day you're going to be telling us about in just a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got our guest. Exciting things happening at public radio. Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Rosa, are you having a great Thursday so far? What's going on?
So far, so good.
Yeah?
I've only had 2 sips of coffee, so this is all natural.
Oh.
This is natural Rosa.
Yeah, we're normally a pretty caffeinated bunch. I don't know about you. I drink too much. I think Holly's got a monster today, maybe. Yeah, she's feeling the monster.
And coffee later.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Monster before coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a progression, right?
It is. It's a progression.
Yeah. So, and for those of us who are watching us on the stream, welcome. We're happy to have you today. If you're caffeinated or not caffeinated, just let us know. Drop a comment in there. Tell us hello. Tell us which monster Holly should try next. Yeah, maybe?
Maybe.
Yep. So what's our date today? October 9th, 2025.
Sure is.
Is there some significance to that date, Holly?
Well, that's funky, isn't it? You know what else is funky?
What's funky?
Today is National Moldy Cheese Day.
Oh, nice. I like moldy cheese. It doesn't look good, but it tastes great.
It doesn't, yes. I figured you might be interested in this one. So, while spotting mold on your food is usually a reason to panic, on October 9th, we celebrate the glorious, funky, and delicious world of edible mold. This is the day for the daring, the culinary adventurers, and anyone who believes the best food is a bit of a science experiment. But let's be clear, not all mold is created equal. Here's a quick guide to know which molds are friends and which are foes. The moldy friends we celebrate today are the artistic streaks of blue, gray, and green mold. These are specific strains of penicillium that are intentionally introduced to cheeses.
It looks like you shouldn't eat it.
It does,
It looks like it's wrong and it's a problem.
You should
It
not
does.
eat it.
Mhm.
And it smells like you shouldn't eat it, too.
It smells like it too, yes. But they create the bold flavors and creamy textures we love. The cheesy foes we need to be afraid of are the red, brown, and black molds or fuzzy green spots on hard cheese. The golden rule is simple. When in doubt, throw it out. So who are the rock stars of the cheese world? These are the cheeses you can celebrate for their unique and pungent personalities. Roquefort, sharp and salty. Gorgonzola, mild and creamy. Stilton, strong and earthy. Maytag Blue, tangy, creamy, yet crumbly. Brie, mild, creamy, and buttery. And Camembert, deep, earthy, and intense.
I like all of those cheeses.
I figured.
Yeah,
I think I
do.
missed in my cheese selection.
I know.
Are you not a cheese lover, Rosa?
I'm a sharp or
Okay.
a Parmesan cheese
Okay.
type of girl.
Classic.
Just classic.
cheese.
Keep it safe.
Are you classic cheese as well, Holly?
I appreciate all cheese.
Yeah. You're more of a pun cheese, right? That's your favorite kind of cheese.
Yes, cheesy.
Yeah, I always just assume if it was moldy when I got it in the store, then it's okay.
It must be fine,
Yeah,
right?
somebody there knows better than I do.
It's mold and vacuum sealed to
That's
keep it all
right.
Yeah.
safe, right?
Which of those moldy cheeses is your favorite, Holly?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is your favorite?
Probably the Stilton. I'd have to see the list again because there's quite a few on there. I wouldn't have considered Brie a moldy cheese, but hey, maybe it's a different color mold. I don't know. But yeah, Camembert.
Camembert.
Yeah, very good.
Is that the earthy?
That's the one that's deep,
Yes,
earthy, and
deep,
intense.
earthy.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
kind of like me.
You need a T-shirt that says that. You're
Yeah.
deep, earthy, and intense.
Yeah.
That's great. So for those who are watching us on the stream, please let us know, what's your favorite cheese?
Yeah.
What's the cheesiest thing that's happened to you today? Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So anything else we need to know about our day of the cheese?
No, think we're good.
Okay, great. So Moldy Cheese Day for those who celebrate.
So, did you bring us any
I
cheese
didn't,
to try?
sorry.
Aw.
No, it would have gotten moldy in here, right? It's
Yeah,
it's
it would have been
It's a toasty studio.
a funky smell in here.
It would have been, yeah. Yeah, that's okay. No sponsorship here, but I love going to the little cheese section at Harris Teeter. They've got a little
They do,
$5
yeah.
bin there where you can try a lot of cheeses that maybe you haven't had before, and without having to spend too much money on something. So,
Yep.
but usually they don't have anything moldy in that bin because moldy
Yeah.
cheese is expensive.
And it's
They've just convinced us that
Yeah.
mold should cost more. So I got to get in on that marketing strategy.
seeing molds tends to deter people from purchasing stuff. So
Yeah.
It does.
I think that's safe to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unrelated to mold, we've got a special guest with us.
we do.
Yeah. Anything you wanted to add about that, Holly?
No.
Okay, great. So good morning again and welcome to the show, Ben Donnelly from Public Radio East.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's great to be here. I'll try to follow up the moldy cheese as
Yeah.
well as I can.
Are you a fan of moldy cheese, Ben?
I'm allergic.
Are you
to
really?
it. Yeah. I can't even eat blue cheese without having a breaking out in a rash and
No
all that
kidding.
type
So
of stuff. So
it's all moldy cheeses, or you can have other cheeses, just not moldy cheeses?
I can have other cheeses. Yeah.
Okay.
Just any. It's the mold I'm allergic to.
I gotcha. Interesting. So, Holly, your next job is to find a moldy cheese that Ben's not allergic to.
Oh.
It's going to be a very dangerous game. You're going to be put at risk, Ben, as we go through this process.
Yeah, and I appreciate the effort.
So
Yeah.
how did you find out you were allergic?
Yeah.
Oh, the hard way. I just started breaking out in a rash, and I couldn't. I finally made the connection that it was the blue cheese dressing that I was eating that was doing it. So, and I've always been pretty allergic to mold, and I figured that out this time of year, virtually every year now. So,
Okay.
but yeah, it's kind of hard for me to miss.
Life lessons are normally the hard ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, welcome to the show, Ben. For those who don't know, you are your official title is General Manager of Public Radio East, right?
Yes.
So for those who have never heard of Public Radio East, I don't know how they wouldn't have. Tell them what it's all about.
Well, it's Public Radio East is an NPR-affiliated public radio station here on the campus of Craven Community College. We the college owns the licenses to our 5 different transmitters that we have throughout the region. We cover 16 counties in eastern North Carolina with NPR News and classical music and educational programming and a whole bunch of other things. So we have a lot that we keep track of out of the studio here on campus. But we've been broadcasting for just over 40 years. I guess it's 41 years now. And they started out by raising funds, and Dr. Charles Barker, who this building is named after, went around to the region raising money and finding people who were interested in public radio back in the early 80s to put the whole thing on the air, and we've been keeping everything running ever since.
Yeah, and a lot of people are not aware that Public Radio East is located here at Craven Community College, and the same studio that we're in right now down the hall. Your studio is like literally the wall right behind you. Right?
Yeah, right on the other side of the wall.
Yeah. So one of the things that was most interesting to me is when I first saw the map of coverage that you have for the station, because you really go almost all the way to Raleigh and then out to the Outer Banks to Ocracoke, right? That's a lot of people to keep informed.
On a good day, yeah.
Yeah.
Our official coverage area is just west of Goldsboro, north of Greenville, down south of Morehead City, which I guess is the ocean down that point, and east into parts unknown.
Yeah.
So it's we have a pretty big geographic area that we cover.
Yeah, and for me in my life, I've just kind of taken it for granted, I guess, because I went to ECU and graduated there in '99. But I was listening to Public Radio East while I was there, and I've lived in Eastern North Carolina ever since. But I lived on Ocracoke, I lived in Morehead City, I've lived in Beaufort, I lived in New Bern, and in all those times I could always turn the dial and find Public Radio East. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you listening in even before I got here. So.
Well, no, I stopped after you got here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned Dr. Barker. One of the things I thought was interesting is the call letters for the station. A lot of people don't know where those came from, right?
Well, actually, those are not related to Dr. Barker.
But we just say they are for the legend.
Well,
right?
yeah, they're related to Dr. Brock.
Oh, Dr. Brock. Okay. Of course, Brock. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
I think they tried to find some available call letters that could handle could be related to Dr. Barker, but TEB was the one that was available at that point. So
that's right. I got my Brock and my Barker confused this morning. I did know that. Yeah.
We have a lot of bee-related buildings here on campus.
We do. So. Yeah, we got quite
Brock,
a few.
Barker, Bender, Bait.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to come up with a song for that you could play on Public Radio East.
Oh, you can get back to me on that.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I don't know what show that would fit in on, though. People probably don't know all the shows that you have running. You probably don't know all the shows you have running because you've got nightly shows that run and then ones that run on the weekends that are completely different. Talk to us a little bit about some of the shows people might expect to hear on public radio.
Well, we have it breaks down into two continuous streams. One is almost entirely classical music. One is almost entirely news and educational programming. So on the classical side, you'll be able to hear some of the best music ever created over the past several hundred years constantly throughout the day. And for our news and information, we have some news programs during morning and evening drive time. They're NPR programs, Morning Edition and All Things Considered, which are the most popular programs that we air. We also have a show called The Sound, which is local and North Carolina and Americana music that happens in the evenings after, I believe we start at 7 o'clock.
I think.
Yeah. And Neil Ganaway comes in and hosts that on a daily basis, and he does a great job with it. So it's really interesting. Mm-hmm. But we also have some of our more popular programs throughout the day. We have a program called Here and Now, which is I believe they have call-ins, but it's mostly live interviews. And again, I'm drawing a blank because it's just so many different programs, 24/7, 7 days a week in two separate streams.
Course. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but you're also able to have that mix, right? You've got your locally produced programming. You have your announcers that are able to go on air and talk about local news.
Yes. And
you've got Neil Ganaway's show, but you also have the national shows that are syndicated that you're able to bring into. So.
Yes. And the nationally syndicated drive time programs that we have live people in the studio that do live and state news. Every few minutes or so, breaking into the national broadcast to do it, and they have it structured that way so that you can coordinate well with the national level of it. Yeah. It's on a clock that they follow each hour. So, but we have Kelly Batchelor is our host for All Things Considered in the afternoon, and she's been here for decades at this point. She does excellent work, and we have. Annette is our morning one, and I'm sorry, Annette, I'm blanking on your last name.
Walker.
No.
It'll come to me in a few seconds, but that's the pressure of having the camera on me.
Yeah. But there's also a new show that you've got that's Weird Science or something. Or,
yes.
What's that about?
Annette hosts that, and she does the reporting for it too. That she talks about various different science-related subjects, usually around this area. She's spoken to people in the oceanographic business, closer to the water. Yeah. And I wish I could think of examples of what she's talking about too, but it's very interesting stuff. It talks about the odder side of science, and we're thinking about turning that into a podcast.
Okay, very cool.
But I think she's I don't know what sort of a timeline she's on for those now. I know they come in periodically. But we've gotten really good response to that so far.
That's great. You probably are putting some of those shows on the website as well. For those who don't know, that you do have the Public Radio East website. People can stream the show there as well. And
that's publicradioeast.org.
Yeah. So obviously one of the biggest stories for public radio recently has been the cut in funding, right? It's a national story. Everybody has heard about it. And it has impacted you as well. But let's talk a little bit about what that means for Public Radio East specifically, not necessarily on the national scale that we can't control as much, but on the local scale.
Okay. At first I want to mention it is Annette Weston.
Okay.
Is her name, and I'm sorry, Annette. I remember her name every day.
Yeah, of
it's
course.
just when I'm actually called on to talk about it. But we have money that we receive. Previous years, we received money from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and that was federal funding allocated by Congress specifically for public broadcasting. That is no longer a thing. That has been eliminated over the past several months. So we received about 10% of our budget each year, works out to about $140,000 this year. We found out just at the beginning of the fiscal year that we aren't going to be receiving that, so we've had to find a way to compensate. Luckily, we get almost all of our money directly from people who listen to the stations and listeners here in the area. We mentioned on the air that we were losing that funding, and almost immediately people started calling in and giving additional gifts, becoming new members, making donations, and increasing the amount that they give on a regular basis. And it's been very good news so far. We're still early. We're only a couple of months into this fiscal year. But if things continue like they have been, we're going to be able to compensate for that lost federal money.
That's
which
great.
is, and will be 100% locally funded at that point.
And then, of course, maintaining that year after year is going to be a challenge, and I'm sure you're all working on that. But it was great that you had your usual spring fund drive or summer fund drive, I guess, or I guess we're in fall, whatever season we're in. The most recent fund drive that you had, it did not go as long as it normally does because you reached your goal earlier than usual. Yeah.
Yes, we did. And I want to mention, too, for people that are on campus here, that we are responsible for 100% of our budget. We actually don't get any money from Craven Community College, nothing directly from that, nothing from the state or the county or the city or anything like that. We raise our own money to keep everything running. But the fund drive we had just a couple of weeks ago, we had a stated goal of getting 30 new members and raising $30,000. And we had both of those goals reached by the end of the day on Wednesday for what was planned to be a 5-day drive.
Yeah, that's great.
We promised that we would end it early if we got the money early, so we stopped on Wednesday. And money has still been coming in from it, too. So that's very good news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anybody does want to help support Public Radio East, what are the steps they should take? What's the easiest way to get those funds to you, whether it's volunteering or donations or both?
Well, the easiest way is to go to the website, publicradioeast.org. If you want to email directly, you can go info@publicradioeast.org, and you can find out more information about, we call it membership when people make donations, just to increase that connection between donors and the radio station. There's a donate button that'll give instructions on it, but you can become a member easily by either doing that or calling in. We have thank you gifts for people too. We have tote bags and T-shirts and things if you give at various levels, but it starts at $5 a month for what we call a sustaining membership, which is automatic payments that happen each month. And I think about half of our donors at this point are doing the sustaining membership.
Yeah.
So
that's great. I know people can also donate cars as well. How does that work?
Yeah. We're participating in a couple of. We have. Yeah, it's a good facial expression. There are different companies that handle donations of cars for us. One's Car Talk Donations. One's Cars is the name of the company. But if you go to the website at publicradioeast.org, you can click on a button. It'll give you instructions on that. And if you have a car, even if the car doesn't run, they'll take care of having it picked up. A tow truck will come and take it away. They'll auction it off, and the majority of that money will go as a donation to Public Radio, to Public Radio East. And it's also it can be a tax write-off too for anybody that makes donations. We had a lot of cars come in after the hurricane blew through.
Oh yeah, I bet.
That weren't necessarily worth all that much, but it was something to do for people who had a car that they didn't know what to do with it. That they could just kind of like ask us to take care of it, and it was taken care of, and they felt better about it.
That's great. One of the things I was going to ask you about is the tower. I know that there was some work being done on that. Is that still in progress, or did that get finished?
It is still in progress.
Okay.
It is still waiting to be in progress.
Okay.
We have a broken antenna at the top of the tower here in New Bern. It still works, but we can't put all of the power that we need into it, or else it'll start catching on fire, basically.
Okay.
We don't want that.
No, but we've ordered a new antenna. Parts of it are here. A few parts of it are in California right now being repaired and sent back to us, so we can, as soon as we have all those parts and we can schedule 2 days of good weather in a row, we can get it put up at the top of the power and get back up to our normal 100,000 watts.
Okay. Yeah, because I know that's been going on for a little bit, but it takes a lot of pieces to get that coordinated, right?
Yeah. It's been almost a year since we found out that the thing was broken. We did a special fundraiser for it. We're in addition to our normal fundraising, so we've already paid for it, including the installation, which is a lot of money.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's 500 feet up in the air.
Yeah. I remember seeing him up there working on it that first time, and I was like, you can have that job, buddy. I have no interest in going up there.
Yeah.
I'm sure the view is beautiful
Yeah.
up there.
I'm sure you can also feel it swaying while you're up there, too. There's no way that's a stable place to be.
I can feel it in my belly button just thinking about it at this point. I'm okay with heights to some degree, but that's something else.
Yeah. So, Ben, anything else we should know about Public Radio East? Anything else you wanted to share with us?
One thing that we have that's important, especially to the campus here, is that we've been trying for years to set up something, either a student radio station or student involvement more directly in the broadcast operations that we have around here. We haven't finalized everything yet, but we wanted to make it part of the academic programs around here. It's something we're still working on, and if anybody's interested in that, they can get in touch with us. Okay.
Is the idea working on the college offering a certificate or something along those lines, and they can come in here and work?
Yeah, we haven't finalized anything with that so far, but in the meantime, we do offer internships for anybody that's interested in learning about radio.
Okay.
Whether that's the broadcast side of things, the business side of it, or anything else that we handle.
Yeah. Or even some of there's other antennas and sites that you have to go out to sometimes as well, right? And that's on you a lot of times, isn't it?
Yeah. I actually went down to our transmitter in Newport to meet some technicians who didn't show up. Just 2 days ago. But it's an interesting little break, and especially to get out into different areas where we broadcast, because since we're centered here in New Bern, we listen in New Bern, and we're very aware of all the places you can listen around here. But it gives a whole different perspective on things to be able to go out to Greenville or to go out to to Goldsboro and hear your own voice on the radio all the way out there. So it's a good perspective on it.
Very cool. Holly, Rosa, any other questions you might have about Public Radio East?
I've learned a lot today.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Yep. Well, Ben, thanks again for coming on the show. We'll drop a link in the comments to let people go and find the site, and they can make donations. Holly might do it eventually, or she might do it while we're on air.
I was trying.
I figured that's what was going on over there. That's okay. But yeah, so we'll get it in there later, and people can learn more about the station. They can see the stories that you have posted there, donate, all the fun things that are going on at Public Radio East.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, absolutely. Well, Ben, thanks so much for being on the show. It's been a pleasure. We've learned so much about public radio today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yep, of course. All right. Well, that means it's time for us to talk about community events. The Havelock Halloween home decorating. What? Get ready, Havelock. It's time for the annual Halloween home decorating contest presented by the Havelock Appearance Commission. This is your chance to show off your spooky side. From haunted houses filled with skeletons and cobwebs to festive, family-friendly fall displays. No sign-up is required. If your home is decorated and within the Havelock city limits, you're automatically entered. Judging takes place October 11th through the 13th, with winners announced Wednesday, October 15th.
I wonder what the prize is for that.
Might just be bragging rights.
Yeah,
Maybe it's a gift certificate. I don't know.
Absolutely.
They need to get on that.
Yeah, that's a cool idea. All right, a bona fide radio show. Sat back in time for a night of music, laughter, and nostalgia at a bona fide old-time radio show. Join the New Bern Civic Theater on Friday, October 10th at 7:30 p.m. for this fun, old-fashioned variety show complete with live music, stories, and special guests in a classic style of radio shows from days gone by. Hosted and presented by the New Bern's favorite string band, the Bonafides. This show promises a night full of charm, humor, and toe-tapping tunes. Ooh, what a tongue twister. Tickets are available now at the newberncivictheater.org or in person at the box office tomorrow and Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the musical. Get ready for a wildly fun weekend at the Masonic Theater as Rivertown Players present Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the musical. Based on Jeff Kinney's best-selling book series, this musical brings Greg Heffley's hilarious middle school adventures to life. Packed with catchy songs, big laughs, and heartwarming moments the whole family will love. Catch the show Friday and Saturday, October 17th and 18th at 7:30 p.m. or Sunday, October 19th at 3 p.m. Tickets are available now at rivertownplayers.org.
I love reading those books. It was
Yeah?
such a great series. Yes. All right, up next is the Havelock Chili Festival. Get fired up for the 43rd Annual Havelock Chili Festival, happening Saturday, October 18th at Walter B. Jones Park. It's one of Eastern North Carolina's hottest events of the year, featuring live music, 85-plus local vendors, mouth-watering chili tastings, and a classic car show that keeps the fun going all day long. The heat kicks off at 10 a.m. with opening ceremonies. Live music starts at 10:30 and chili tasting begins at noon. Don't miss this long-running tradition that brings the community together for a day full of flavor, fun, and friendly competition.
And we'll have some folks from our Havelock campus down there representing. They'll have a booth and some chili. Yeah.
Award-winning chili.
Award-winning chili, that's right. The 24-hour theater project. Get ready for an unforgettable night of creativity and chaos. The New Bern Civic Theater presents their inaugural 24-hour theater project on Saturday, October 18th at 7:30 p.m., where 5 original plays are written, cast, rehearsed, and performed in just one day. It all begins at 7:30 p.m. on Friday, October 17th, when 5 writers will receive a random quote and a genre. By sunrise, their 10-minute plays are complete and ready to be handed off to directors, actors, and crews, who will have just 12 hours to bring them to life. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind event. It's live theater at its most daring.
The pressure is on for that.
It is
Wow.
on. I'm one of the writers.
Oh.
So I'm going to get my prompt at 7:30 p.m., and then I've got to have it turned in by 7:30 the next morning.
So lots of caffeine that night.
Lots of caffeine that night.
Yes,
Yep,
absolutely.
caffeine and pizza and running around the block outside to wake up, whatever I got to do. Yeah.
Oh, fun. Sounds
Yeah.
like a good time.
Luckily, you'll have some nice, cool fall weather for that.
Yeah, that's right. It should be perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Walk with a Doctor. Take a step towards better health at Walk with a Doctor on Saturday, October 18th from 9 to 10 a.m. at Creekside Park. This month's topic, Time to Roll Up Our Sleeves, features Dr. Deb Misowski reviewing recommendations for adult vaccinations before leading a relaxing group walk. This event is free and open to everyone. All ages and fitness levels are welcome. Walk at your own pace, connect with others, and learn something new about your health along the way. In case of rain or cold weather below 40 degrees, the walk will be moved to the Stanley White Recreation Center. Sounds like a good time.
It
Lots
does sound
of
like a good
events
time.
happening
Yeah.
that weekend.
Yeah, it's nonstop. We're in the fall season of Craven County and New Bern. There's going to be 12 things going on every weekend. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All the way through Christmas. And then we take a breath in January, right? Rosa, anything happening with campus life that we should let people know about? Any upcoming events, blood drives, or anything that people need to know and come down for?
Oh, yeah, all the time. Today we're doing our Reality of Money where we're partnering with State Employees Credit Union. Rashima Walker is here from NC Works, as well as we have participants from the city of New Bern volunteering their time to come out. We have New Bern High, West Craven High, and Havelock on campus today doing some tours, getting to talk about real life finances and that spending, saving, budgeting that we all go through at some point in life. Next week, I don't even know what we have
That's all good.
next week, but we do have Craven Cares coming up shortly. We do have Cow Day next Tuesday where we will welcome the fifth graders from Craven County Schools that will be on our campus to see Career on Wheels. So that'll be an exciting time.
Yeah, we've got a lot of Craven County students on campus over the past couple of weeks, right?
And then on Wednesday next week, we'll have 17 universities here to talk about why we should choose their college, and they'll be in the Ward Student Center from 9 to 11. So if you are available to come out and meet with some of those universities, we'll love to have you. We will have some donuts and some coffee since it is an early morning activity.
Is that a university transfer day? Is that what that's called?
University transfer day.
So, excuse me, it may not be, but is it open to other high school students around the area if they're free and wanted to come in?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Absolutely. And even if you're not in school and you're thinking about doing non-traditional by going online, you're more than welcome to come onto our campus and just check it out and see and make those connections on face-to-face instead of trying to email or, travel along the way.
Yeah, very good. Holly, any other events you can think of that we need to make sure people know about happening at Craven?
Come see us at Mumfest this weekend.
That's right, of course. How can we forget?
Oh, yeah.
So we have Mumfest going on this weekend, one of the biggest events in New Bern all year, and we will have our booth down at Union Point Park. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to assume that the weather's going to be perfect. We're not going to worry about any of that, and we'll be down there. So if you have any questions about Craven, there'll be people down there to be able to give you information or take your name and follow back up with you with answers to any questions you might have.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think that'll about do it for us today. Ben, thanks so much for being on the show.
My pleasure.
Yeah. And Holly and Rose, it was great having you here with me as well.
Thanks for
Great to be
inviting me.
here.
Yeah, of course. So I'm not going to have Megan's tagline because that belongs to her, and she can say that for us when she comes back onto the show. But for now, I'm just going to say thanks for joining us this morning, and we'll see you next week. Next week we will have, by the way, October 16th. Megan always does that. She's the pro. We will be joined by the New Bern Historical Society as they discuss the upcoming Ghost Walk. As I said, more events coming. We're in the spooky season.
Spooky season.
All right. So thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.